Hi, my name is Kendall Bradshaw, and this is SDG 4, which is quality education. So, SDG 4, the goal is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education for all, defined by UNICEF data. And looking at the other goals of this SDG, it aims to ensure free primary and secondary education for all by 2030, access to vocational training and higher education, eliminating gender and wealth disparities in education, and improvement of literacy and numeracy skills for youth and adults. Overall, education is a key factor for other sustainable development goals, contributing to poverty reduction, gender equality, and social cohesion. So, I took the SaskGather IQ SDG quiz number 4, and looking at question number 1, it says climate change causes which of the following effects? The answer was all of the above, including more frequent and severe droughts, creating great food insecurity, rising sea levels, and extreme weather leader to an increase in the number of displaced people, loss of biodiversity, which humans depend on for survival. Number 2, climate change can be stopped through technical solutions alone. False. A sustainable approach to stopping climate change must address the inequalities at the root of the climate crisis and promote social justice. Looking at question number 3, it says the material consumption of high income countries is blank times the level of low income countries. The materials consumption of high income is 13 times higher. What's more, countries with the lowest carbon footprint are the ones hurt the most by climate change. Question number 4, climate related disasters affect girls' education in which of the following ways? The answer was all of the above, and that included often schools closed during disasters like floods. During weather related school closures, girls are less likely to go to temp schools out of fear of being harassed on their way. And lastly, number 5, how many girls does the Malala Fund estimate will not complete their education in 2021 due to climate related events? And that was at least 4 million girls. Looking also at SaskGather IQ, it says many countries are investing in building and upgrading educational facilities to ensure that everyone has the ability to learn. Also, the more educated a country's citizens are, the more countries will advance and progress. Lastly, since 1970, the number of children not attending primary school around the world has been reduced by more than 50%. So, looking at another website like SaskGather IQ, which is called Our World in Data, it says the UN has identified 10 targets and 11 indicators for SDG 4. These specify the goals, and indicators represent the metrics by which the world aims to track whether these targets are achieved. So, some examples include target, free primary and secondary education. The indicator for this would be achieving proficiency in reading and mathematics. And then another target would be children at the end of primary education achieving minimum reading proficiency. And the indicator for this would be ensuring children complete their education. So, looking at the USA versus Switzerland for SDG 4, we can see that the US is 2 to 4% of the population is out of school or primary education. It uses less vocational education and training and faces disparities by wealth, race, and geographic location, and out of school rates tend to be worse among disadvantaged groups. On the other hand, Switzerland data shows very high participation in schooling and low out of school rates, strong participation in vocational tracks, and then known for having some of the best upper secondary outcomes in OECD. Right here, I have my mind map using GIT to address SDG 4 challenges. So, this could include mapping school accessibility, which could look like locating schools and student populations, and then combining socioeconomic data, map student performance, and then supporting inclusive planning. Analyzing education equity. This could look like tracking infrastructure changes, integrating survey data, and then creating GIS dashboards. Another thing could be optimizing resource allocation, and this could look like implementing location based budgeting, using predictive modeling, and then mapping quality versus spending. Thank you.